Do you want to be able to revolutionize your use of Microsoft 365 Copilot using Copilot Agents? I'm the Productivity Coach, and today I show you how. Hi, I'm Stuart Reddout, the Productivity Coach, and I work at Microsoft as part of our Modern Work and AI team. And today I want to talk to you all about agents. Now, Copilot agents are specialized like little mini copilots that can help you with specific tasks. Now, you can build your own, and that functionality is coming, but right now there are 5 brilliant agents that are already built in that you just need to click to install and you can start using them straight away. These are Idea Coach, helping you to kind of shape your ideas and your brainstorming process. There's a learning coach, a career coach, a writing coach, and then lastly, a prompt coach. These are super easy to install, so we can get into that and have a look at that. And then I'm going to show you today how you can use the prompt coach to improve your prompting. And then on the next few videos, I'm going to show you how you can use Idea Coach and Learning Coach and Writing Coach and all of those kind of things just to kind of improve your skills in all of those areas. But before we get into showing you how you can install it, I just want to make sure that you hit the subscribe button and you make sure you get all the notifications and all of that great stuff there so that you know when future videos come. So obviously more people subscribe, we know that people are really interested in this, and then we'll continue to make the content. So let's start off by asking Copilot what agents are. So I'm going to go to Copilot. I'm in Teams here now. If you don't have Copilot here on the side, if your organization hasn't pinned it for you, if you just hit the ... here, now you can see that my Copilot icon is there already, but I could just start typing Copilot, and if it's installed, it'll be there for me. And then I can click on it and it will appear here. And then all I need to do is right click that and then hit pin, and that'll be there, and I can drag this. So I prefer mine at the top here. So let's start off. I'm going to ask Copilot, what are Copilot agents? And see what Copilot returns for us. Now, Copilot Agents, really exciting, only just launched, so we're starting to see it roll out now in customer tenants. So hopefully you'll be able to start using that now. So basically what it says is that Copilot agents are like a specialized AI assistant that have a particular domain knowledge or can carry out some very specific actions for you, like sending emails or updating records or doing things like this. So the ability to build your own agents is coming. It's not quite there just at the time of recording, but it's the pace of change. It could be on by the time this video is published. But what I want to show you today are 5 agents that are already built that can absolutely change the way that you use Microsoft 365 Copilot. So how do we get those? Easy. So what I'm going to do, I'm still here in Teams, and I'm going to go on to apps here this time. And I'm going to go up to this search bar at the top here, and this here where it says search apps and more. So that's where we're going to type, and I'm going to do coach. Just going to start typing in the word coach, and you can see here there are a load of different coaches that have appeared. So what we're looking for are the ones that have got a Copilot icon next to them. So you can see this one here has got a Copilot icon, whereas this one here doesn't have a Copilot icon. So we want these ones here. These are the good ones, and these are the bad ones. Now there are versions of these that do have the Copilot icon, so you might need to just check that. So let's start off here with Idea Coach because it's the top here. I'm going to click on to add, and then I'm going to click add again. It just takes a few seconds, and then that is available then from Copilot. So let's just head over to Copilot here. And then here on this side panel, you can see now there's a new one here that says Idea Coach. Okay, if I don't want it any longer, then I can just hit on the ... there and then do uninstall. But we're not going to do that. We're actually going to go and get the whole set. So I'm going back to that App Store again, typing coach, and I'm just going to add these one by one. So I'm going to add in the Learning Coach. There you go. And when you hit that, you can see here an example of what it looks like. There's a description underneath that tells you all about that. So we've added Learning Coach. I'm going to skip this Career Coach here because this one, it doesn't have that Copilot icon. So make sure the one that you get is the one with the Copilot icon, and we can actually see that it's down there. But I'm going to go through these in order. So again, prompt coach here, not that one because it doesn't have it, but I can see there is another prompt coach here that has got it. So just make sure you're looking out for that Copilot icon. So I'm going to add in the writing coach. This one here looks like it helps you to improve your writing, translate text, do very specialized types of writing such as white papers, etc. Okay, then we're going to do career coach. Again here, helping you create a career development plan, skill gap analysis, learning opportunities, networking strategies, all those things. And then the last one here is we're going to add prompt coach. Again, here this is helping you to create prompts or analyze your prompts or look to see how we can make prompts more impactful there. So now after I've done all of that, I'm going to go back to Copilot and we can see here we've got learning, writing, prompt and idea coach. Oh, let me just make sure I didn't make a mistake there on one of those. So idea, learning, writing, prompt coach and career coach. So we're missing the career coach. Let's have another go at that. So if I just do coach, make sure not this one here, but I want this career coach here. Let's add that again. And this time it said open. So let me just do agents here and I'm going to do show more. Ah, there you go. So it was installed. I just needed to do show more there. So I've got my 5 agents here. Obviously over time, I'm sure your organization will start to build their own agents. So you need to be able to pick the ones that you want. So let's say that prompt coach is going to be one of my key ones. I can do that pin icon and that's moved up the top there. You can also see that we've already got an agent which is pre-installed, which is this visual creator. So that's how you can create like designer type assets and things like this using that. But I'm going to start here with prompt coach. Okay, that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to do separate videos here for learning, writing, idea and career coach, but I just want to show you some of the capability using prompt coach here. So we can see here, it's given us these suggested starters. So this is just giving you an idea about what you can do with this. So prompt generation, help me generate a prompt to be using Copilot, analyze an existing prompt, prompt compliance. So is it following responsible AI guidelines? Just some guidance on how we write a good prompt, fixing a prompt. So I'm not getting the output I expect. How can I fix it? And then just here some ideas for some good prompt examples. So let's start off with the ones that are less interactive here. So let's go with prompt engineering. How do I write a good prompt? So what we can see here is this prompt coach is trained specifically on Copilot. So, you know, if you go and search for prompt engineering skills, etc., you might get things out there on the internet and on YouTube, etc., that are for other products. This is specifically talking about the Microsoft way of prompting, because you can see here that it talks about goal, context, source, and expectations. So those 4 things here, goal, context, source, and expectations, are what we talk about when we talk about the prompt elements for Microsoft. So we can see here, it said, would you like to create a prompt together? Share the goal of your prompt, and we can start there. I'm going to just skip over that just for a minute because I just want to go through these other ones here. So I've just hit new chat. That starts a brand new chat and then gives us all of these example ones here. So let's do that. Show me 3 good prompt examples. So again, one of the challenges we find that people have with prompting is they don't know what good looks like. So here I can see 3 different good prompt examples. So generate a summary of the latest trends in artificial intelligence, focusing on advancements in natural language processing and machine learning. Include reference to recent research papers and industry reports. So it's given us the prompt there, told us what it is. Then here now it's saying what the purpose is, so we understand why. And here, what I really like is it's giving us an explanation of why that is a good prompt. So it's saying here, this prompt clearly defines the goal, so summary of AI trends. It provides the context, so focus on NLP and ML or machine learning. specifies the source, so recent research papers in industry reports, and it sets the expectation with concise overview. So really makes that clear. Again, if we look at this second example here, create a detailed project plan for developing a mobile application for Prosware. That's the name of our fictional company. This should include timelines, key milestones, resource allocation, and risk management strategies. So again, it's telling you it's got the goal, the project plan for a mobile app, context for Prosware for our company, clear expectations, timelines, milestones, etc. Things like this. So it's great because it's showing you what good looks like. Again, I'm going to go to new chat here just so I can use all of these. So I'm going to go here to prompt generation. So help me to generate a prompt to be used in Copilot. So here it's asking me those 4 questions. What do I want out of it? What's the context? What's the source? And what's the expectations? So let's do that. And what I'm going to do is, let's just go with this. So I want to create a job description for a senior project manager. The context, so we are Contoso and make tablet devices for consumers. We've got a big marketing launch coming up that needs managing. So all of this is giving Copilot more information. So source, so use existing company templates and best practice from industry. And then expectations, so create a comprehensive job description with qualifications, experience, personal attributes, and education. Let's say something like that. Okay, so those are the 4 parts: the goal, context, source, and expectation. I know there's a bit of overlap there between qualifications and education. But here we can see, here is our prompt here. So it's not actually done it for me, but what it said is, this is what it should look like. So create a detailed job description for a senior project manager at Contoso, a company that manufactures tablet devices for consumers. The role involves managing a significant upcoming marketing launch, etc. Use the following sections: job title, company overview, job summary, qualifications, experience, personal attributes, and education. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to grab that here. I'm going to copy that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to normal Copilot. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to paste that one in here. Okay, so that's really helped us out here, because actually you can see the prompt there is really quite meaty and is very significant. It is very unlikely that most people would write a prompt that would look like this. Okay, so you can see here, this is given us a good job description overview. We can see here it's got the sections that we mentioned: the company overview, the job summary, the qualifications, experience, personal attributes, and education. Now, this is a starter. It's not perfect, but it's a starter that gets us going. Let's just compare and contrast that with maybe something that says, create a job description for a marketing senior project manager. There we go. Okay, so let's just see what it does there, and then we can kind of compare and contrast our example there. So again, I mean, it's actually given us a really good response here. So this is not too bad at all. It's given us the key responsibilities, the qualifications, the preferred qualifications as well there. So what we like and what the preference is. But what we can see here is it's not very specific. So in our example, because we mentioned that it was for a tablet device launch, here it's tailored a lot more to that kind of thing. We talk about experience working in the consumer electronics industry here. So this has allowed us to just get closer. So as we say, it's never perfect, but it allows us to get closer there. So that can really help you out there. So let's go back to our prompt coach again. And you might have noticed that I copied that prompt that I did that said create a job description for a marketing senior project manager. Okay, so I'm going to do that with analyze prompt. So analyze my prompt and provide feedback on how I could improve it. So happy, provide me the prompt. Okay, so I'm going to paste that into there and see what Copilot Prompt Coach can do with that. So it said to you, actually, you need to include goal, context, source, and expectations. It is a very tailored agent here, so you can see that actually a lot of the stuff that it's going to do is really going to steer you towards goal, context, source, and expectations, because that is what we train up to be the good part of the prompt. So here it's asking us very specific questions though. What specific responsibilities and goals do you want the marketing senior project manager to achieve? Can you provide that background information about your company? Are there any specific qualifications, skills, experience? And how do you want it to be structured? So basically it said you haven't got goal, context, source, and expectation in there. So head back here. Let's now have a look at fix my prompt. So this is where it's kind of not quite going right. So I'm not getting the output I expect from my prompt. How can I fix it? Okay, so share the prompt you're currently using. Okay, so create a job description for a marketing senior project manager. It's told that, so it's saying, it's basically steering you back down this line again, say goal, context, source, and expectation. So because it is highly trained, it is really going to go for that every time. It's basically saying you don't have the right components in there to make that prompt successful. So the last one I'm going to look at here is this one here, which is prompt compliance, because this is a really interesting one. Because you might have a prompt that it might not be behaving the way you want it to. Sometimes if we have a prompt which is not compliant and then goes against the guardrails, it might not do that. So you can put your prompt in there and then see if that's following the responsible AI guidelines. So let's just change this up a little bit. So let's say looking at the 5 CVs I have in my OneDrive, rank the candidates for the senior project manager role and choose which would be the best to hire. Okay, so here it's looking at this. So you can see here it's given us a really comprehensive report here. So this is really useful for people if they kind of go, well, I've got a prompt, I don't know whether I should use it or whether I can change it to make it more compliant with these kind of responsible AI guidelines. So we can see here it's got the original prompt. So it's saying privacy and confidentiality. So it involves accessing and evaluating personal information, CVs in your OneDrive. It's handling sensitive personal data. So that's not saying that it's a problem, but what it's saying is that you need to just make sure that they've given their consent for you to look at their CVs and things like this. Here it's saying the prompt is asking for ranking and selecting the best candidates based on their CVs. So it should specify the criteria for evaluation. And then here again, it says transparency. It doesn't specify the criteria for ranking the candidates or the factors that should be considered in the evaluation. Providing clear criteria and guidelines would enhance transparency. So what you're actually saying for that is, as the human, you say, here are the criteria, and then you get Copilot to actually do the work for you. Currently, what it's saying here is, just do your own thing. Just choose whoever you want is best. And now it's given us improved prompt here, so please evaluate those. Use the following criteria for ranking the candidates: relevant experience, skills, education, and cultural fit. Ensure the evaluation process is fair, unbiased, and transparent. Provide a detailed explanation for the ranking and the final selection. So this makes it much more transparent, especially this detailed explanation here. And then it tells you why it's made those changes. It doesn't explicitly mention OneDrive, but it implies that the CVs are available for evaluation. It's got about the bias and fairness here and the transparency on what those are. So there we have it. Copilot Agents, built in, completely free, easy to install, and can help you to become a better prompter in just a few clicks. So go and have a go at it. Watch out for the next few series of videos where we're going to look at the other coaching agents as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you know when they get published. But other than that, I will see you again on another video.